Errol Spence Jr. promises his son, Errol Spence III, that, they're going to run it back, that there's going to be a rematch between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. It was a great moment, honestly. I watched the All Access. If you guys haven't checked it out, I've talked about it in another video. But it took me a while to watch it because Errol Spence is one of my favorite fighters, and just to see him, down on himself because he wasn't able to get the result he wanted. It's the first time he's faced defeat like this. But he was telling his son, "We're gonna run it back, okay? I'm gonna do it again." He's saying that to his son, and his son's like, "Yeah." And then they high five. It was a good moment, a good family moment, bring a tear to your eye kind of moment. But it's just hard to see something like that, Errol Spence, because we know that he puts the work in the gym and everything like that. But sometimes it's just not enough. He has those fundamentals. He's a great fighter, but sometimes it doesn't suffice against a guy like Terrence Crawford. He got away with a lot with previous opponents like Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Ugas. Like those were great fighters as well. But I think Terrence Crawford's just on that other level where you can't afford to really make any mistakes. Admire your work while you're in the pocket. Stay outside, but not not being mobile, not being active. That kind of stuff hurt Errol Spence. So to see Errol Spence go out like that, it wasn't easy, but he's very set on the rematch, so I respect it. It was just tough to see him go out like that. And if you guys watch the All Access, you'll see how emotional Errol Spence really was, and how down he was on himself. He was sitting in the chair and he was kind of saying, I can't believe that happened. And it was interesting in the All Access after the fight, right when it was stopped, he was like, "What round was that?" So like I know a lot of fighters don't really keep track of the rounds, so sometimes they're like, "What round is it right now? What round is it?" But he was like asking what round he got stopped in, and it just hurt. That was a tough one to watch if you're an Errol Spence fan. I try to break down the sport, from a non-biased perspective. I just thought Errol Spence was gonna come in there and be able to adjust to whatever Terrence Crawford had to throw at him, but it just that's the sport of boxing. I have no excuses. I'm not going to make up an excuse like Errol Spence was weight drained, he was blah, 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 he wasn't ready, and the fight has to be at 54, stuff along those lines. I'm not going to make excuses for a guy who's not even going to make excuses for himself, because Errol Spence is the type to take that loss on the chin and then, come back stronger. And that's why I respect guys like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, because, no matter what, they're gonna do their thing. And I think that, despite the performance, despite the loss from Errol Spence, he's going to come back stronger. And I wish the best for Terrence Crawford. I hope that, the Jermell Charlo fight gets made. If not, I hope he could go up and fight Canelo, to be honest, because Canelo's a great fighter, but the thing is that he's flat-footed and the hand speed isn't what it used to be. And I think against a guy like Terrence Crawford, Canelo would definitely have his hands full, so that's a great fight as well. Obviously, I want to see the rematch too, but I only want to see it when Errol Spence is ready. So if that rematch has to be activated after, a certain amount of time, I wouldn't mind seeing Terrence get in there with a Charlo brother or, a guy like Canelo. I think those are all tremendous fights. It was just, just going back to how heartbreaking it was to see him with his son, the guy that he's doing this all for. He does it for his kids, for his family, and then, just to see how heartbroken Errol Spence was. It hurt to watch, but it's part of the sport. It's not an easy sport, but it's the loneliest sport. You have your family, you have everybody supporting you, but all the pressure's on your back, and to, not come up, you have to be perfect on that one night. And if you're not perfect, there's a good chance that if you're fighting an elite fighter, you're going to go out there and, take an L. And unfortunately, Errol Spence was the guy who was on the receiving end of that and took the loss, his first loss of his career. But I know he's going to come back stronger. I'm excited to see what he does next. If it's the rematch, then I'd love to see it. If he wants to go to 54 and challenge a new fighter, I wouldn't mind seeing that either. Whatever he thinks is best for his career, I'm all for that. But, it seems like he's really set on the rematch. So if it comes, it comes. I'll be tuning in and breaking it down for you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for the constant support. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that post notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. But thank you once again, and I'll catch you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.
That's going to do it for another Naz Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.